Hello everyone, and in today's video I want to talk about rich snippets. Okay, so a few things. Firstly, do rich snippets help with your SEO? Second of all, what exactly are rich snippets? And thirdly, how can we do rich snippets nice and easy? And the reason I say that is because a lot of people are scared by rich snippets because it involves code and this whole schema.org thing, and if you look into it, it looks complicated. And for a long time, I knew what rich snippets were. I knew that they were beneficial, but I didn't know that there was an easy way of doing it. So I kind of buried my head in the sand and didn't bother with them because they're not necessary. Right? If you do SEO well, then you will get good ranks. If you do on-page optimization, you do some off-page SEO, you are going to do well. And what will happen is if you do your SEO right, and then what will happen is people will search something in a search engine, and you'll come up in the search results. And let's just find a search result, okay, that does not have rich snippets. For example, this one here. Okay, so I've searched how to make apple pie. Also put in the word recipe there. Okay, and here I've got there's a search result here, and it does not have rich snippets. It's just your bog standard title, description, and then people click through. So the benefit of having a rich snippet is that it makes your listing look a lot more appealing and eye-catching. Okay, so say you were looking at this page of search results here. Okay, compare this one with this one. This one has a rich snippet. It's got the thumbnail image. So of course it stands out more than this one. Psychologically, you're going to think, well, you're going to click this because it just looks more appealing. That one's got a video in it. That's a rich snippet. That one's got the star ratings, right? So your rich snippets basically makes your search engine listing more than the bog standard title and description. It puts a bit of colour, a bit of life into it. Okay, you can have video, you can have recipes. If you're doing a recipe, that is. I mean, there's all sorts of rich snippets. We're just looking at one. I mean, you get rich snippets for pretty much anything, and it really does make your listing stand out. Okay, so recipes are a good example, right? That's why I'm using this in this video. But here we've got an actual recipe. So with rich snippets, what happens is people, they know more about your web page content before they click through to your website. So it makes that traffic of higher quality, because if people are clicking through your website, through to your website, and before they arrive on your website, they actually have read a little something about your website. They've seen an image, or they've seen that there's a video to watch once they click through, or they've actually got the recipe right here. Then or whatever the snippet is, whatever the information is. If they then still choose to click through to your website, it's a stronger website visitor, isn't it? Okay. The great thing is your click-through rate is higher. So that's the other issue, right? So the issue, the big question, the big debate is, do rich snippets improve your SEO? Well, the jury is out on that. Some people say yes, it does. Some people say, well, no, it really doesn't. But the fact is, your click-through rate undoubtedly improves. Okay, you imagine you've got a page of search results. You get 10 results per page. Say you're on page 1, and let's say you're not even in position 1, you're in position 6, right? And you've got a really good rich snippet. You've got a nice image. You've got star rating. You've got various things that really make your listing stand out on page 1. You could be in a better position than the position 1 person without the rich snippet. Yeah, people's eye is going to be drawn to click on yours, right? So it is beneficial to have rich snippets. Okay, so the next big thing is, how can we do rich snippets easily? Okay, well, if you have a WordPress site, then you're landed, because it's very, very easy on WordPress, and I'm going to show you now. Okay, so what you do is you go to plugins, and then you go to add new plugin, right? And there's various plugins, but I'm going to show you the absolute, by far, easiest plugin to get yourself for rich snippets. Okay, some of your plugins you might have may already have rich snippets as part of the plugin, so you might not need this plugin. But if you don't, then get this plugin. You call it all-in-one schema dot all-in-one schema.org, I think it's called. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. I'm just going to wait for that to go up. Yeah, all-in-one Schema Rich Snippets. That's what it's called. Alright, so you'll recognize it there by the rocket. It's a good plugin. It's had 80,000 active installations. It's got like 4.5 stars. So yeah, I love it. So go ahead and install that and then activate it. And then I'll show you what it looks like and how you use it. Okay, so the default settings are just perfect. You can have a look at the settings and you can tweak around with them if you want, but I think they're fine as they are. Okay, so let's just go to a, like say a post and have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so here is an article that I'm just adding right now onto my website. Now, since we have installed that plugin all-in-one schema, Rich Snippets, you now have this configure rich snippet in your dashboard. So any page or any article just below the body where you create your article or your page content, you've now got your configure rich snippet, and then I've got my Yoast SEO under that. Okay, so what you do is it's very simple. You just select what the content is. Now in this case it's an article, but it might not be. You might be doing any of these things, and whatever one that you click on, you're going to get different things to do. Alright, similar things, but it'll be different. So say I was doing a recipe, then it's going to ask me for different questions with regards to my recipe that I can create for a recipe rich snippet. Video, same thing. You get to put your video in there so that can come up in the search results. If you're doing a service, it things about your service or whatever, right? Or it could be a review, product. Okay, so for me, it's just an article. That's all it is for me right now. So I'm going to click on that, and then I get to do my article image, which I've not got yet because I'm just creating this article right now. But that's straightforward. You just upload your article image, and then what you would do is there's not too many things. It's your article name. Let me see. Yeah, a short description. That can be a copy and paste of your meta description because it's about 30 words, so it's about the same length as a meta description. So whatever your meta description is, just stick that in there for your short description. Article name, and that's pretty much it. You get to do your publisher, right? So you put your name in there and then your logo, right? So that's pretty much it. Sorry about the I lost my scrolling bar down here, so I had to make my page smaller, but let me just make it a bit larger now. And that's it. And then you publish your page and you've now got your rich snippet. So after a period of time, when that page becomes indexed and you start ranking, you're going to have that rich snippet. Okay, so I hope this has been useful.